Hey guys, Douglas here. Another quick Fractally feedback. So, something that happened that I think is worth diving into as we develop this process is let me just say what happened. So, in the group, we're picking one person to represent, and usually this person is nominated by somebody else, and then sometimes that immediately goes to a vote. And what happened in my group was I was nominated for the second position, or for rank 5, and sort of everybody raised their hands and confirmed me before like anybody else could be nominated. And I wanted to nominate somebody else, and because I thought that their contributions was more, so I voted for them, and then we had to have like another vote, and everybody confirmed. So what this demonstrates is a bias towards the first, a bias towards the very first person that is contributing, right? Or the very first person that's nominated, sorry. And that needs to be understood, because I think that a very simple way to fix this is we just say, okay, at each round, before anybody says yes or no to confirm a nomination, at first you nominate everybody that should be on that level. Then you can have one round that's sort of like a feeler. Be like, okay, everybody who thinks person A, raise your hand. Next, everybody who thinks person B, raise your hand. And if there's consensus there, you're done. But if there's not consensus there, then you can have these two people debate and sort of, go more into their contributions. And bring up other things as well, because like, one thing for me is like I sort of type up my contributions right before, and I often like forget something. So if there is that sort of debate between two people, and it's ran fairly in the process I just suggested, that opportunity to have those two people talk can bring out some more contributions. So they can dive in and say, oh well, I also did this, this, and this, and we can have a higher fidelity, a more information-based decision process. Other than that, like, I had a great time this week. It was so much fun. I love connecting with everybody, as well as I love these relationships that we're building. Like, I feel really connected with Dan Singjoy. I'm feeling so much more connected to Patrick and Andrew, all these other members, Doug Wu, like all these members that I'm starting to see again and again, build up a relationship, start to understand their ideas, and just top of the head, one value that provides is I can better share my own value to go, to share my contributions in a way which I know the people in the room will resonate with and will value. So that's how it can fit into the additional system. I've been talking this week about the idea of rewarding relationships, not just contributions. I'm here. I'm going to do this little rant. This is a rant I did in our after meeting that wasn't recorded. So basically, to make this work, you need 3 primitives. You need a person primitive, like you have on Eden. You need a a contribution primitive, and that's super key. I also believe that the contribution primitive, if we're taking it to Eden as a proposal aspect, so this isn't necessarily something that's delivered, but deliverable. You need to have fields of data which are deliverable, and then you need to have a mechanism which takes each of these fields and can assign a value of that completion. And I suggest that there should be 2 values of completion. One value that is set by the contributor themselves that says on a scale of 1 to 100%, how well did I execute the idea based upon what deliverables I promised. And the second aspect, or the second point of data is it's raining here. The second point of data is how do people think that you did. So 1, you rank yourself. 2, every person who's a member of Eden or Fractally can go on the smart contract and say, okay, I think you did 100%, or I think you did 50% of what you said you were going to do. So not only do we have a mechanism to understand how well this was delivered, but now we have a data point that can say, okay, this person is either saying he's doing more or saying he's delivered more compared to what the community feels, or this person is not valuing themselves as much, and the community actually thinks you're doing a better job. So both of those have like systematic value as well as personal value. Because if we, one personality trait that I think a lot of people are working through right now in Eden is sort of understanding that we do have value. And like Patrick said, we need to be a lion with our voice. We need to be loud and feel that we are valuable, know that we are valuable, and then share that value without being inhibited. And as we get this social confirmation that our contributions are valuable, or that we're doing a better job than we think we're doing, we're more motivated to go and create more value, create more cool things for the community. So yeah, that's the second primitive. And the third primitive is the meeting format, so that we know who has contributed what and how they were rewarded, and then we can go back and extrapolate this data. We can make sure that people aren't being paid twice, as well as we just have this information, right? We have this information of all the things that are happening out here, so that we can better bring it back into unity in a true fractal process. So guys, thank you for listening to me. I'll see you in next week's meeting. Also, yeah, we have a meeting for CXC. The link is lu.ma/moonmeet1, lu.ma/moonmeet1. If you'd like to join CXC, we're talking about community on Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, or 10 a.m. GMT -5. Thanks for watching. Go Fractally. Peace.